I have tried I Create Curl Memory by Innersense for a total of 6 weeks, and here are my thoughts. Hi, my name is Destiny of It's True Destiny, and here on this channel we do everything natural hair, skincare, and all the vlog things, and the simple things that bring me joy. And I want to talk about, you already know, Innersense I Create Curl Memory. Now this product I feel like was definitely a attempt of Innersense coming out with a product that kind of was in line with Uncle Funky Daughter Curly Magic, because as they know, the rave of I Create Hold, everybody pairs that specific gel with Uncle Funky's Curly Magic. So I feel like this was one of those types of styling gels to kind of rival against Curly Magic as a base gel to pair with I Create Hold. However, that's not really how this product was kind of marketed on the website, but seeing stylists use it and seeing other influencers and creators use it, that's kind of where it's been sitting in the whole product layering discussion. Now on the website, I have this over here, so please forgive me if my eyes are wandering over here, but this is a styling product that is designed to create a touchable, long-lasting curls with flexible styling jelly that smooths, hydrates, and holds in a single step. So with that being said, you kind of lean towards using this product alone. It features bamboo extract, sugar complex, and organic aloe to provide curl memory, hence the name, and improve manageability and create long-lasting definition and boost moisture. The first 5 ingredients of this product is water, sucrose, xanthan gum, glycerin, and aloe leaf juice. I'll have the full ingredient list right here on the screen for your convenience as well. This product claims to have generous slip for easy application, a long-lasting structure, and provide a flexible and soft cast. We'll get into that in a minute. Provide nourishment to the hair shaft, as well as create smooth and elongated curls. When it comes to application, I feel like this product applied to the hair relatively easy. It was so like just slippery, just what you would expect from a nice quality styling product. It definitely had more slip than I Create Hold, because this product is more of a styling like jelly consistency, where I Create Hold is a bit more tackier and stickier and doesn't have necessarily this smooth application like I Create Curl Memory, because this one has just a bit more, like, I don't know how to describe it. The best I can say is it's a bit more jelly consistency to it rather than a stickier gel like I Create Hold. You could feel the curls clumping in your hair relatively nicely. It was smooth to apply to the hair, but I will say it did not create a flexible or soft hold. It did, however, create a long-lasting structure. Each of my sets that I did with I Create Curl Memory, the set lasted well beyond 7 days when it came to long-lasting curl definition, and that was really important to me when utilizing this product, and I ranked that product doing those things very, very highly. When the directions kind of state to apply the product to wet hair, first of all, you need to apply the product to wet hair, and the directions state to distribute 1 to 2 pumps in the hands and awaken the formula by rubbing your palms together, because this is a very concentrated product. You don't necessarily need a lot, and it says to apply roots to end and to either diffuse or air dry to define your texture. I find it kind of misleading a little bit, given the fact that, in my opinion, this product was kind of marketed towards the best use of this product was for coarse, curly, and coily hair. And I feel like although you didn't need a lot of product to be able to define your curls, you definitely needed more than 1 to 2 pumps per section. Again, I think that kind of, you know, can vary depending on the size of your section and how long your hair is, obviously, but you definitely need more than 1 or 2 pumps for something like something like curly, coily, coarse hair. You need more than that. So I feel like that was a little bit misleading on the website. But let's go ahead and move into the combos that I did use for these wash and goes over the last 6 or so weeks. This is actually not a wash and go using I Create Curl Memory, so that's why it's not as elongated like some of the examples that I'm going to show you. This is actually me experimenting with the Dude's 808 base gel, and I can't wait to get into that one because that one's pretty good too. But let's go ahead and get into these curl combos. First and foremost, I use I Create Curl Memory, well, I Create Hold. Okay, and I used this one 3 times because I was trying my best to experiment and get the best result using these 2 products that I feel like should work relatively well together, given that I Create Curl Memory has a bit more slip to it and kind of somewhat mimics a base gel like Curly Magic or the 808 base gel from the Do. You know, all those things, or Flora Curl, their botanical gel that they have, you know. So I wanted to pair those 2 together first and foremost, and then build on from there. Now, the first time I tried it, it was my fault that I went ham on the I Create Curl Memory, thinking that I needed to apply it like Curly Magic. I needed a bit of weight to my hair, and I had a ton of weight to my hair, which is great. It was beautiful. It was elongated, but it flaked so much because I overused the product, in my opinion, that first time. The second time I used I Create Hold and I Create Curl Memory, I went a little light on the I Create Hold because I wanted to see how I Create Curl Memory did its thing, and I knew I Create Hold would kind of give me some of that anti-humidity properties that I was kind of looking for and give me more of a topper gel on top of that, right? It still flaked. It still flaked on me, and I was so disappointed. And I feel like I did ease up on my I Create Curl Memory use. I wasn't applying as much, and I was like, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. And I used I Create Curl Memory and I Create a Hold again. I went relatively light on I Create Hold, and I also went a little bit lighter on I Create Curl Memory, but I made sure that I was doing this on soaking wet hair. I made sure that this time around. I documented all of my, you know, uses over on the channel, so if you want to see kind of me working through some of this experimenting, it's there. But I also put like little stuff right here just to kind of show y'all the process of me experimenting with these products. It still flaked on me. It still flaked on me. And then I was like, okay, let me try again. Let me see if I just need to put a leave-in underneath this, because although I really enjoyed the elongated look of my hair, it flaked around day 3. Really it flaked around day 5, but you can start to see some of the remnants of it starting to flake at day 3. My hair looked beautiful. The way it felt, however, the way it felt was dry to the touch. It was a little bit just like, it had a lot of crunch to my hair. So when I hear that the product's supposed to provide a flexible soft cast, I don't necessarily think that is the case. However, I do think it is for the girls that like the crunch, the people who want that crunchy wash and go because they know it's going to last them definition wise day 7. You know what I mean? My day 7 hair looked like day 2 hair, which was insane. I love that for me. But the way that it looked was great. The way that it felt more in the lines of like straw. It had that long lasting structure that the description says will give you. It has that down pat. But the flexible soft cast, no, that cast was aggressive. That cast was aggressive, and that's okay, because next I ended up trying the I Create Curl Memory and I Create Curl Hold again, but I decided to put Kinky Curly Not Today underneath it because if I'm going to use a leave-in in my hair for my wash and goes, which I typically don't, if you've been around a minute on the channel, you know I don't typically lean into using any leave-ins underneath my botanical base gels for my wash and goes. It's just not really a necessary thing, but it was necessary in this case because that was just such a strong, aggressive hold that was making my scalp itch after like 5 days or so, you know, which that's not necessarily the case when I use other product combinations. And I think it was just because it was relatively drying it to my hair, and I definitely need to use more of an all-purpose shampoo in between some of these experiments, just because it definitely was just taking a toll on my hair, and I had to make sure I was getting that product off and replenishing it with a hydrating shampoo and a hydrating conditioner. But because of that, I was like, let me try putting a leave-in underneath these two products and see how it works out for me. And I think this is the time that I actually went live trying these products, and y'all can check out that live as well. I'll make sure to link it in the description below if you just want a bit more like hands-on, like seeing how my application was, and you know, giving me some tips and tricks too, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But I love Not Today because it's still very botanical based, and it's not a very oil butter heavy leave-in, so I do enjoy using that sometimes in place of Curly Magic. It's one of my new faves that I've been using, but I decided to pair that together, seeing if that trio would help me out with some of the feeling that I didn't necessarily like in my curls when it started to get closer to day 3, where it was just getting like overly crunchy. Like my hair definitely had movement to it, and I described that in my wash and go, my weekly wash and go video that I did. It definitely has movement to it, so it doesn't necessarily look like it's extremely crunchy, but oh baby, when you touch it, it is crunchy. It is crunchy. So I thought putting that leave-in would kind of help me along in that aspect. It didn't as much as I thought it would, but that could definitely be because of the way I was using it. Maybe I need a tad bit more water in my trio, because I was going live. I believe this is the time that I went live, and I don't necessarily get through my hair as fast, and it's not as wet when I'm going through and using the product, right? It had a tad but more softness to it, but again, it flaked, and this time it flaked so bad. And I kind of do attribute that being a result of me going live, because I wasn't necessarily doing my application of I Create Curl Memory in the shower. I wasn't. So that could have been on me, but oh my god, did it flake so bad. This was the time that I went to the gym, and we were doing stretches and I got up and it was just flakes. This was ab day. My head is on the floor. I'm doing crunches. I'm doing my thing. Flakes everywhere. It was so embarrassing, y'all. It was so embarrassing. I wanted to take a video of it, but I did not even want that judgment from y'all. Like, it was so embarrassing. So I then decided, okay, let me try just to use I Create Curl Memory by itself to see what's going on. And although it wasn't as crunchy as pairing it with I Create Hold, because I don't necessarily think this was a product that was designed to go with I Create Hold. I think this was supposed to be more of a one and done product. Looking back at the description and looking back at the website and looking back at some of those reviews, I definitely think this is supposed to be either a one and done styling product, probably for someone with a looser texture in their curl than me, that just thinks I Create Holds is just too much for their hair and they kind of want a one and done product. However, the way I like to wear my hair, I didn't necessarily like I Create Curl Memory by itself. Although it was a bit more of a softer cast, it was still a pretty hard cast on my hair, and I feel like it still flaked. So no matter what kind of cast, no matter what kind of result you're gonna give me, overall this product just continued to flake with me. And I thought before this video that I could like reach out with the Innersense team to kind of see like am I doing something wrong. But I experimented for 6 weeks and maybe someone could help me out. But based on the reviews, based on so many other people having issues as well, and customer support working overtime to be like, hey, make sure to reach out and we can help you along in this process, we can like help you along, something is not right. The learning curve of this should not be this hard, like regardless of if I get outside help or not. And I may revisit this conversation because I want to get this video out to y'all because y'all have been wanting this forever, and I was going to delay it just a tad bit longer to kind of like go back and forth with customer service. I will do that, but I want to get this video out to y'all first just to hear my raw thoughts without talking to a rep or anything like that that can give me a bit more hands-on education. Maybe I can talk to my stylist too, because I just need to know, am I doing something wrong? Because it just doesn't make sense how this product is performing so well for some folks, and other folks is completely flaking and just doing everything wrong. And granted, I have clarified my hair before using this. I have made sure to stay on top of my all-purpose shampoos. I've been making sure to, you know, replenish my moisture, use a good amount of water to product ratio, you know, pairing my products. I've been even tried it alone, and y'all, it flakes. And I think that's why I was a bit hesitant of bringing this to y'all, just because I was like, no, there's gotta be a way to work with this, and I don't think the learning curve should be this hard, and it shouldn't be like that. Granted, I feel like this product, if it works for you, then it works for you, because I still have a good like this amount of product left, and that's after 6 applications with this full head of hair. You know what I mean? After 6 applications of product, I still have about this much product left, and that is saying something. So if it does work for you, then this product will last you a long time in your stash, just like I Create Hold works for me. That product, it takes me forever to get through it. I got a salon size now, and y'all, I think that might have been a bad decision, because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get through that. Like, it's gonna take me forever. So if it does work for you, then I applaud you. Give me some tips and tricks in the comments. I'm definitely going to make sure to revisit this conversation after I talk to customer service and talk to my stylist. I need to set up an appointment for a haircut. It's about that time of the year again. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this kind of gave you some precautions and kind of gave you a little bit of insight of my experience with I Create Curl Memory. If you like this type of content, go ahead and make sure that you like and subscribe, because I do these deep dives on product reviews for all sorts of styling products, especially because I feel like you can't give a product a fair shot in one try and just let that be the review. You kind of have to experiment and work with it, and sometimes that works really well for me, and I find a product combination that I absolutely love down, and sometimes like this time it doesn't really work out for me. But if you want to see more of this content, go ahead and make sure that you stick around on the channel, and I have tons of other videos as well, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye y'all.